You ready?
The 50plusgamer. The 50plusgamer. The 50plusgamer. The 50plusgamer. The 50plusgamer. The 50plusgamer.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, guys. Okay, so Ollie, hello, how are you? And now that we are back to my normal schedule, we will try our best to unsolve the Testament of Sherlock Holmes. Hope you are all ready. Sherlock Holmes. How you doing, Ollie? Have you had a good day today? First of all, before we go live into the shoot, what have you been up to today? That's what I would like to know. Because I have had a bath, scrubbed my bits, and made myself feel incredibly clean. Mr. Ketsui, oh God, not Sherlock Holmes, get my brains going. Listen, I want your input in this. Mr. We'll call you Grey Beard. Oh my God, Grey Beard, how are you? Hello. Oh my God. Right, guys, thank you very much for the turnout, nice and early as well. So, we're going to try... Oh my God, not RuneScape. What the hell is RuneScape? I've heard of that. What is RuneScape? I have heard of that. It's fun. Have you been playing that today? I normally can see what you guys are playing, to be honest. It's a kids game. There's no wrong with that. We're all kids at heart. Come on. There's nothing wrong with playing a kids game. I mean, I am going to start doing Minecraft, for God's sake. You have got to be around. Mr. Dan Rooms, how are you? Been to the doctors, had a blood test, got some good news. No longer on tablets. I'm tablet free. Yeah! Guys, Dan Room is tablet free. Oh my God. It's not been a lol. I've been sorting out the form. Why have you been sorting out the form? I thought that was my job. I am the one with OCD almost 3 years ago since I did play that lol. Okay, Ollie, so do you know what? Get back on it. Do you know when I do start doing Minecraft, I want all the help from you guys. Tablet free, you can get one contract from EE. Oh my God, you see, the jokes are going. The jokes are flying straight away. Why? Okay, so let's go to the main screen. I'm gonna, at the moment, we've had issues with this game around what the best setting to run it in. So I'm gonna stay in Windows mode at the moment, and we'll see. Still got the headaches, but found out why. It's because not eating much, and it's the Pepsi too. So they told me cut down, which I am going to do. Now listen, too much of anything is not good. Minecraft, not RuneScape. I mean, you need to get on Minecraft. You need to get on Minecraft with me. Oh yeah, when it saves it crashes. Okay, so we'll see what happens, Ollie, when we go into this. Nope. Don't tell me no, never. Oh, by the way, Kets, get a wheel. That's what I will say. Get a wheel and get one now. Get on Amazon and order a wheel. Okay, so I don't know how far we actually got. Oh, I'm trying to remember. 50 is trying to remember how far we got. Oh, nice and comfortable. That's what I like. Oh God, it's so comfortable. We went over to here.
This ashtray is worth examining.
Mr. Empire, how are you? How's the flying going? Where are you actually flying to?
The cigar end is still hot.
So the cigar end is still hot. We took the ash, didn't we? If I remember rightly, we took the ash. And we had to do something with ash, because that's still not green. And it's only green when we've completed. So what did we not do, guys? What do I need to do?
Worth examining.
You took that ash, did you say? Oh, that's out of order.
This cigar is of a fine quality. It must be very expensive and difficult to obtain.
Okay.
And it is not even finished. What a waste.
Oh,
Farley was
gosh.
not alone when we arrived at his secretary's office.
You're thinking of the owner of
Going
the
to
cigar.
Denmark.
Yes,
Nice.
the reporter smokes ordinary cigarettes. Can you smell the subtle scent of gingerbread?
Hey,
That is the
gingerbread.
characteristic odor of a Habano Clarissimo. Our mysterious visitor is a rich man, Watson. This category of Havanas is exorbitant, and I cannot imagine
I don't know, you know.
Cigar
I don't
crushing
know,
out
to be
such a
fair.
marvelous
Yes, I'm not quite
before
sure.
finishing it. Since we saw no one leaving
I am
the
not
building,
quite sure, but
let
I'll
us
probably have a
point
look
to
at it, and
secret
it looks quite good, to be honest.
How are we going to
It does
find
look good.
by retracing Farley's steps from the moment before we arrived. Look, this room is teeming with clues.
Normally on a Thursday, I normally take Thursdays off, so depending on what or how I feel on Thursday, I may just test that game out. Okay, investigation into the journalist Farley. Right, okay, so let's have a look where we got to go. Oh, here we go. So the paper isn't entirely burnt. The journalist wanted to get rid of this paper. The journalist dropped the paper into the fire by accident. The paper has nothing to do with the journalist. Ollie, remember you did search for the paper and in one of the bookcases. Wonderful. Exclamation mark save. What? To see if the game will save or just to ruin my stream? The journalist deliberately threw the paper into the fire. The journalist wanted to light a fire in the fireplace. The journalist threw the paper into the fire without making sure that it burnt entirely. Okay, come on, guys. I don't like to do this on my own. This is all you guys. This is all about you. So, as you see the statements above, I would say I think it was thrown in the fire to deliberately get rid of evidence, which is that one. Well, I've got 4 there. Oh. Read my message above. Oh my God, great pup. I didn't even see you come in. Oh dear God, here we go. Will 50 solve the case in record time or get frustrated, smash his monitor in rage and quit? Vote now. I'm going to go for smash. No, I will not smash my PC. It's quite new. I won't do that, please. Let's not go for that one. Right, let's have a look. Oh, we're on the same thing. Smash the fries instead. Why? I don't know. We've got 4, 6. We've got to kind of make some sort of a code. Oh God, how can I smash something if I haven't got? I've probably thrown it out. And there's no alcohol. This is lemonade. Look, no alcohol, pure lemonade. God's sake. So the journalist moved the chair to get something from underneath it. Oh, do we have to get the same number in all of these circles, would you think? Because again, it's given us no instructions. Recreate Farley's sequences of actions just before the arrival of Sherlock Holmes. Okay. Okay. The journalist stood with his back towards the window, back to the window. The journalist didn't look out the window. The journalist wanted to let more light into the room. The journalist was waiting for the cab near the window. The journalist took a file from the cupboard. So we've got 6 and 6. I think we have to get the same number in everything. I didn't even see that picture. That's 2. So that's the ashtray. Would you say the journalist's visitor smoked a cigar? The journalist smoked a cigar, a cigar, and a cigarette. A cigar? What? A cigar and a cigarette at the same time? No, because there was only one thing. You guys are asking me to do things while I am live. Let me just check something then. Let me just check something. Follower's birthday room. You're saying that your birthday is on the 30th of September. Let me just check that we have that in our list. September. Come to me, September. Right, let's have a look. No, it's not in there. So Empire, if you get a chance, it's not in there, but I'll try to remember that one, Dan Rooms. It's not there. But I will do my best to try and remember. Let's have a look. Get rid of that. The visitor smoked a cigar and sat. Yeah, we'll do a late one. The journalist left the cigar on the cover of the woman's vomits. The journalist likes the smell of cigars. No, it was something that was... Well, it wasn't completely smoked, was it? Thank you very much for that. You know what, great pulp. Leave me alone! I'm trying to... I think we've got to get the same... I think we've got to get the same number in each one. That's what I think. The secretary put the key in the lock when she was leaving. The journalist didn't close the door. The journalist closed the door and left the key in the lock. The journalist wanted to make sure the door was closed. The journalist saw a shadow under the door. The journalist forgot to lock the door. I can't remember what happened when we actually came in. So it's saying that the key is still in the lock on the inside of the door. So we would say that they left the key in the lock. Ah! So they seem to be right, don't they? Would you say they're right? So we've got to get this one right. No. Oh, okay. Right, this is a bit weird. So we got 34. I don't understand. I don't get that. The journalist wanted to warn his visitor of Holmes' arrival. Is that right? I think if we get them right, it does appear here. So we're saying that the journalist came from here, went to the fire, went from the actual cupboard, which I think is wrong, to here. What would you say, guys? What would you say? Because I don't think that's right, and I don't think that one's right. Right, okay, so that's not. It was the journalist took, wasn't it? I reckon it's that one. No. Oh my God, 50. We have gone completely wrong. The journalist looked out the window, saw Holmes. Right, no. Oh, okay. So if we go for number 4. And if we go for So we've got 4 on all of them, so that's not right. I'm trying to work out what we've got to get. Have we got to get to this? I did. The ashtray's there, look. There, look. The visitor smoked a cigar and sat opposite the journalist. So that's right. So we know that's right. This one isn't, though. I think what we've got to work out is it gives us a tick when it's correct. So we know that one's not right. He didn't sit opposite, look. That's not right either. Right, okay. So that still hasn't put anything there. Oh God, it's racking my brains already. Although this leads to that. This is leading to that one. See, this has just come up, so that is right. So the book's not from the bookcase. The journalist needed some information from the book. The journalist accidentally dropped the book. Was the books? There were books on the floor there, weren't there? Ah! Okay. God, this looks like a maze. Having warned the guest, the journalist headed towards this piece of furniture. What's up with Twitch? What's going off? Wow, this looks like a... Well, Twitch has had another update because everyone's been complaining about the synchronization between their voices and microphones. I've been watching so many streams and they've all been complaining that Twitch has done something, but they don't know what it is. So we've got this come up now. So they look like they're correct. I think it might be... I don't know if it's this one here. We said that... I think that's right, the journalist took the file. What have you reported? Right, we know that's right. That is correct, so we don't need to touch that one. We're not getting a tick on this one, so we haven't got that right. The journalist sat in the armchair. Right, so it's not that one. We're going for the journalist pushed the chair when he heard Holmes coming. That's not right. The journalist pushed the chair as a means of protection. No. I don't think he used it for protection, because what would he use it as protection from? We went for the journalist and visitor sat in the chair. He went to the fire and he tried to get rid of something. The journalist threw the paper into the fire without making sure that it burnt entirely. Ah! So that's right. I think there's another one just here that we're missing. We're just missing this one here. You see, that's what I don't understand. That don't make sense to me, that don't. I don't know how his stream hasn't been either closed or shut down. Because they shouldn't really allow anything like that. That looks right. So in other words, journalist came in, was smoking a cigar. Oh no, we've got to get it here. So it's between here and here, because we've got... It will be that. That's correct. That's not correct, I don't think. This should shut him down. Twitch should be really on the ball when it comes to things like that. So the journalist pushed the chair as a means of protection. We know it's not that one. The journalist pushed the chair when he heard the doorbell. I think it's that one when he heard the doorbell. But then I'm contemplating the journalist moved the armchair to get something from underneath. Number 2, you're saying the journalist pushed the armchair when he ran. I'm trying to watch the pattern here, and I don't think that one's right, Ollie. Although the arrow is going that way, I think we've got to make some sort of a sequence. I think that's what we've got to do. So it's something to do with the fireplace. Oh no, we know that's right. We know that is right. We know that's right now. So we've got them 2 right. Them 2 are correct. I think that's not correct. No.
Farley
Oh, we've done it.
Card,
My God.
which was given to him by his secretary.
We've
just
done
before
it.
she changed
Don't
the
ask me how.
typewriter. The reporter's greasy fingerprints are
Don't
all
ask me how we did that. Well, don't ask me how 50
When he
did
went
it.
to file it away, he glanced automatically out of the window and saw us in the street.
He closed the filing cabinet and rushed to lock his office door. In his haste, he pushed
There we
his
go.
chair aside.
50 is a
but didn't
true
think to
detective.
return it to its place.
Precisely. He then hurried to tell his visitor of our arrival and showed him the way out. He then threw a piece of paper into the fireplace.
But we still don't know how the cigar-smoking visitor departed.
The answer lies in the direction the reporter took, Watson. At a certain moment, he would have been in a place where he had no logical reason to be. Look at our deduction board, and then let us go
Oh,
to the place where
gosh.
the reporter should not be.
The deduction board. Guys, help 50. Come on. Come on. We've done. I'm just trying to work out what board he wants to look at. So we've done all these. But it's got to be this one. We've got to work out. Open. So the journalist threw the paper in the fireplace. We know that. I wanted to guess journalist right. We've got to work out where he went.
Perhaps not, Watson. Perhaps not, Watson. Perhaps not, Watson. Perfect.
Oh, okay. What happens now?
What should we do next, Holmes?
We've got to find something else here. What do we do now, Holmes? Bookshelf. I did ask them, but they were saying something around
Yes, Watson.
it
In
would
his
cost
haste,
me. They're not
Farley
doing the
dropped
upgrade
his
for me.
book, taking it from the shelf.
Let's search this place.
There's a control box
Oh,
built
please.
into the filing cabinet. This box must open the secret door.
We don't know the combination.
Oh my god, guys.
The answer is perhaps within the question, my dear fellow.
Oh. How you doing, Jimmy? I break up early on Friday and I'm off for a week, so I'll try and sort it then. Gold digger? He ain't nothing but a gold digger, Mama, no, you're a gold digger. Johnny, how are you? Right, so we've got, I think it's in the, do you know the questions that we were asking? No. Right, we've got +6 there.
That's not right.
What were the numbers that we saw? 45. We saw 45. Can I go back to that? Let's just have a quick, let's just try this. 50 needs a pen and a piece of paper. We are going to get this. Then why are you after Sherlock Holmes' testament? This means you only after his money. Oh my God, how dare you, Johnny? Right, so we've got 56. We've got 45. We've got 34. And then we've got 1, 2, 3. So we've got 5, 6, 2, 1, 4. But we don't know what order it was in. I'm always... Oh, and 3. So we have to work out...
There's a control box built into the filing cabinet. This box must open the secret door.
We don't know the combination.
So I don't know what order
The
it
answer
is
perhaps within
the question. Oh, you can't move these. You can't move them two. You can only move these. I reckon it's 1, 2, 3. I think it's that simple. I really think it's that simple, guys. I really do. I think it's that simple. Let's not stress. It's all good. 50's got it. 1, 2, 3 is a combination.
That's not
Oh
right.
God, why is it not right? We've got +6 here. I'm going for the basic stuff.
That's not right.
Just put Dan rooms and then your date of birth. I'm more than happy with that. Try 1020. Oh, come on. Is there a 0 though? There's no 0. Or 1020. Okay.
That's not right.
No. Listen, it is not alcohol. It's lemonade. For God's sake. Look. Okay, you're a tease. You are such a tease. I'm going to go, but I want to work this one. What's that? No, I'm not going to skip the puzzle. If I could drink vodka like that, I would be one hell of an alcoholic. Go back to that. No. Thank you, Dan Rooms. No, thank you. It's in this puzzle here. Whatever the answer is, it's in here. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. So 56, 56. I'm going to try 563. Too many digits. It's only 3 digits, guys. It's only 3 digits. Yeah, it's only it's only 3 digits. It's 3 digits only.
We don't know the combination, Holmes.
The answer is perhaps within the question. That's not right.
I look at all the numbers that are coming in. Look at the numbers. 5 plus 6, 2 plus 1. So I've got... It's not going to be as simple as that.
That's not
See?
right.
Right, that's that out of the equation, Jimmy. Where the hell did you get that number from? I bet if he has vodka running through his blood. So some whiskey has a brain fluid. Oh, for God's sake. Do you know my PC will not take this update? Remind me later. 911. Yeah, okay. Alright. We'll do that one. You see, 4D10. We need to understand what this is. You can't move these digits, guys. You can only move the red. So can we stop putting more than 4 digits in? If there is a 7, then the first can be 7D. All he keeps saying is that the code is in the deduction board. That's all I keep hearing. Oh my God, Jimmy, how dare you put that word in my stream? How dare you? I think you should go and stand in the corner and put your hat on. Wow. I don't want to skip the puzzle. That's what I don't want to do, guys, because I know we can work this one out. You see, I'm not sure if there's... I think there may be a letter. Oh, hold on a second. What was the bookcase? Because I probably don't have it in my whitelist, kits. I think that might be the issue there. And you can get around it anyway, to be honest. You can get around it, so... Right, let me concentrate on this, because I can normally get these.
There's a control box built.
No.
We don't know.
The answer is perhaps within the question, my dear fellow.
The answer is within the question. What question? Maybe the next... If you write the alphabet and you put numbers at the side of it, A, B2, B3, B4, B5. Ah! Ah! So 4D. So it will be a J. So if it was a J, which follows after that, then J, but that would be a 10 then, wouldn't it? That would be a 10. 4 is D, 10 is J. So that would be another letter, but which one? But that would be another letter. No, would be 16. 10 would be 16. No, it wouldn't. Oh, it says +6. So 4D +6. $16. So that would be, it would be 20. Oh, Jay is right. Okay. So Jay would be right. So +6. So are these going to be just letters? Put 16 in the letter. $14 then N.
That's not right.
No. $16p.
There we are.
Ow!
It is simplicity itself. Let us go and look at this secret exit, Watson.
How? So I understand. What's that about? Ollie, brilliant. Why has Ketsui gone and timed out, Jimmy? It's easy. Add 6 on every wheel. Oh, okay, fine. No, okay. Mods are actually doing their job. Jimmy, I can't do anything other than, you know, agree with the mods. Banned.
Let us go and look at this secret exit, Watson. Chance has smiled upon us, Watson. This
Oh, it was the
almost
alphabet,
certainly
okay.
Abandoned by our mysterious visitor. Imagine the scene. In his hurry, the cigar man drops his top hat. The door closes. The hat is caught beneath it. Fearing above all that he should be discovered, he does not attempt to retrieve it, instead preferring to flee.
Who would take such action to avoid meeting us?
I cannot tell as yet, but it is certain that he carries the advantage of knowing us. We must discover his identity in order to redress the balance, and this hat will help us. Let us return to Baker Street.
Can you guys hear this all right as well? Who the hell is Toby Duke? Thank you, Ollie. Thank you. I just want to make sure you guys can hear. So we've got to go back to Baker Street. 10 out of 10. Thank you. Who the hell is Toby? I thought you were calling me a dog then. I thought you were having a go at me then, Duke. I was ready to have you. How are you anyway? I did forget the dog. Honestly, I did actually forget the dog. We've got to go back to Baker Street. That's Fairley's office. I haven't played it for over 2 weeks.
Let's hope that an examination of this top hat will reveal to us the identity of its owner.
It will, you can be sure of that.
For once, I must insist that you allow me to work
Oh,
alone.
we've got to examine.
As you wish. Take your time. I will examine this hat at my work table. I will examine this hat at my work table.
Autosave works.
I will examine this hat at my work table.
Whereabouts do you want to examine it, you little...
I will examine this hat at my work table.
At your work table. So we're not at your work table then. That is his work table that I'm aware of, isn't it? Yeah, that's his work table. I'm clicking it. Select the hat in the inventory. Oh, this game. Oh, this game. I'm supposed to scroll the wheel. I can do it that way, can't I, to be honest? I'm just trying to see what it runs best in, Duke.
This hat is of an exceptional quality.
Ah!
Someone has changed the ribbon for another, more modern one, which shows a certain taste for current fashions. Not a mistress, but someone who pays attention to details. This man is married.
It's already autosaved and it hasn't crashed, so that might be an idea.
This hat was made to
We've got
measure
hair strands.
by a well-known hatter located near the Old Bailey.
Remember Old Bailey, guys. You know what? I have to write things down because my brain is mush today. So remember the hat at the Old Bailey. Right, what have we got here?
His hair is greying, and judging by the odour, he puts camphor on it. He is probably in his early 50s.
Oh, early 50s, not late 50s, early 50s. So it's not me. It ain't me.
Slight scratch marks. Slight scratch marks. The man wears glasses, and whenever he puts them on, he grazes the sides of his hat. This would suggest that he is educated and long-sighted rather than short-sighted.
I'm writing down all the clues. Glasses. You see me, look. But if he's got his pen.
Heat marks and a strong smell of tobacco. A cigar smoker, which confirms that this hat belongs to the reporter's visitor. I now have an excellent description of the man that I am looking for. The journalist's mysterious visitor is in a profession highly placed on the social scale. He is rich and married. He must have called Scotland Yard in Farley's presence. He frequents the law courts, from which he makes his purchases. This man is a judge.
Oh!
Let us look through my files to see if I can identify this judge. I have a memoir on the most influential judges.
So we've got to go over to his books. Oh, okay. You say it's going to be in that room. Oh, hang on. What we got here?
I have found my file.
Wonderful.
I must place it on my work table.
There we go. Sir Scott Beckett. There we go. Grey hair, wears glasses, smokes a cigar, kaping. Why can't I do any more? It's him! We don't know about married. That's right, isn't it? Can I not? How do we change the pages then? Because that is what he said. Grey hair, wears glasses and smokes a cigar. Wears a hat. I'm just laughing at stuff that's popping up. Untick smokes a cigar. No, he's better looking. I can't turn the pages.
That's not right. Start again.
Okay, because I can't turn the pages. Where's glasses? Smokes a cigar. I can't tell if that's grey hair. No grey hair. So it's just smokes a cigar and wears a hat. Oh, okay. Wears glasses. He's not got grey hair. I tell you what though, this magnifying glass does not. He's married. He's married as well. So he would wear a hat. He doesn't smoke a cigar, but he's married. And he's got grey hair. And I would think he wears a hat if he's holding a hat. So we got that, we got that. Oh. That's weird, isn't it? No, he's married, look. He's got a ring. Left hand is married. Yeah, what the picture's doing is the picture is throwing you slightly because you only see the glasses when you actually zoom in on the mouth. How can you see he has grey hair? The photo is black and white. Yeah, so black and white you can determine grey, look at that. Right, watch this. That's black. That's grey. So what, we've got grey hair. Wears glasses. We can't tell if he smokes a cigar. So do we? I don't know if we have to do. You can't zoom in. You can't zoom in. I'm scrolling the wheel. You cannot zoom in. He doesn't wear glasses. He's got a hat on. He's got a cigar, which we've done. He's got a top hat. He must wear glasses. No, look. They're in his left pocket. Ah! There. He looks old, so grey hair. Oh, come on. I've done all this. Right. But did I not do?
Right.
I think it's because I didn't tick those, but I knew it was him anyway.
Have you discovered that?
I knew it was Bucket.
Holmes?
Watson, this hat belongs to Sir Coutts Becket, a judge of the court at the Palace of Justice in London.
I knew it was him anyway.
Wait, did you say Sir Becket? That name rings a bell. Yes, that's it. What an extraordinary coincidence. Holmes, I was reading something about him in the Globe Explorer only this morning.
The Globe Explorer.
Decidedly, this Becket seems to have solid ties with the gutter press.
I bought it from a rascal who ran off without giving me my change. I'm sure that I've seen him before, and...
Right, make
Spare
sure
me
you
the
haven't to get
details,
warm in
Watson.
it.
Show me the article.
The generous Lady Cathy Cutts Bucket, wife of the Honourable Judge Cutts Bucket, is an exponential woman who freely gives her time and her money towards the education of deprived children. When most of the city is great family, close the door of the luxury mansion to the poor Lady Bucket opens hers, and has created a school for literate children. This class has been open for 8 years and more. According to the expenditure, nearly 150 children need to have learned to read and write. 150 children who thank this woman generously have been able to avoid the plague. Again, find. She's taken them to Portsmouth for most. It will be the first time they have seen the sea. Exponentially, Judge Bucket will not be going along for the trip. The eminent magistrate, retained in London by the important current files. Okay, so he's not going there.
So, Lady Beckett is on
You
holiday
only
in
look
Portsmouth.
super smart,
That
but
means
in
her
fact
husband is
it's
at home
just
alone.
the others
Good. We shall
are
pay a
less
courtesy
smart.
call, Watson. With a little luck, we shall leave with a few habanos clarissimo.
That you should interest a judge of the High Court isn't surprising. You have solved so many criminal affairs that there are 1,000 reasons why a magistrate should be interested in you. But why should this one feel the need to act in shadows?
It's true that it's surprising. Perhaps he simply wishes to avoid being seen in the company of this Farley fellow.
Mr. Kirby, our local postman, owes me a favor. He'll give me Beckett's address. At this hour, he should still be at the post office. I'll go there, Holmes.
Good, Watson, but be quick about it. While you're gone, I'll make preparations for our visit.
Sir Coates Beckett, I've got the address. We can
They're
go
back at
round
school
after a
tomorrow, aren't
nice
they?
cup of tea.
Yeah, no problem,
Don't
mate.
get too comfortable, Watson. We're leaving immediately.
Where are we going? I didn't even hear that. I was talking to my son. I like the way he said that. Good luck with that. I think we are going... Oh, there we go. I'm going to try and save the game, guys. I'm going to try and save the game.
This is the front of Judge Beckett's property. It's enormous. It looks very luxurious, Holmes. This man has conducted his career brilliantly. Who says that crime doesn't pay? It all depends upon for whom.
Okay, thank you.
You never said a truer word, Watson. Now, let's try to find a way in.
What's that package you are carrying, Holmes? You haven't said a word about it all the way here.
Cakes for my old aunt.
Your old aunt? Stop pulling my leg, Holmes.
If you want a sensible answer, then you should ask a sensible question.
Very well. I'm going to ring
You know-
the doorbell. That should be an appropriate task for someone like me.
No, leave it. I'll do it.
You know the worst thing though, Johnny, is when I start having an argument with myself. I'm going to try and save the game, guys. I need to save it, don't I? Oh, it's already auto-saved by the looks of things. No, we'll leave it like that. It's auto-saved. Ah, but don't forget, I do believe this is the first time I've run it on the new gaming rig. Ollie. I think this is the first time I've run it on this PC. I'm sure it is. I'm sure this is the first time I've run it. So it could have had something to do with the memory or whatever.
The house seems empty. Shall we wait, Holmes?
No, we shall enter discreetly. The judge's absence is a blessing. It means that we can investigate.
Is that not
without
classed as
being
breaker?
disturbed.
You're thinking of breaking into the judge's house? Have you gone mad, Holmes?
Don't worry, I shall be careful to remove any traces of our visit.
Your mum will be home in a bit anyway, so.
Holmes, you're talking like a
Right.
common criminal.
Oh, bit strong there, Josh. Do a save to test when offline in full screen. I will do.
We must must find a way to get into this building.
Very well, Holmes.
Okay, right guys. We are now learning how to break and enter. To make the character move faster, I don't want to make him move faster. Go away. Yeah, but the door, we did, look, we did the, I'll just run round. We did the doorbell though, didn't we guys? If we did the doorbell, look.
Closed.
You see what I mean? That was just obvious, that was.
This lock should be easy to pick.
Oh.
Let's see. I need a supple pin, Watson. Can you find me one?
Very well, Holmes.
Oh, come on. So we've got a... Oh, the lady on the other... There was a lady just there. Now, ladies know a bobble... what do you call it? A bobby pin.
Dr. Watson, how lovely to see you again.
There we
Do
go.
you remember me?
Of
Course he does.
Lucy. How could anyone
Oh
forget
dear,
so
Watson,
pretty a
how do you
smile?
remember me?
You were looking
Well,
quite lovely.
you work in one of those
I'm pleased
houses
to
round
see
the
that
corner, don't you,
no
love?
longer living within that dreadful area of Whitechapel, even though the shadow of Jack no longer haunts it. It certainly wasn't a place for a young woman such as yourself.
There you go. I knew he was a
Ah,
frequent
Lucy,
visitor.
you have no idea how heart-lifting it is to meet you here like this, particularly at this time. Tell me what you've been doing. You've become a florist.
Oh yes, Doctor, I am a florist. And I'm married now with beautiful little twin girls.
Congratulations, Lucy.
Enough about me. Can I help you with something? A pretty bouquet, perhaps?
Not at the moment, Lucy. I really need a supple metal stem. A plant prop should do.
Oh, I see. Is it to open a door or a window?
Just
Ah,
you to
Lucy,
notice
you
that.
are a surprising lady. Let's just say that the lock on the door to my flat gets stuck, and I should like to get in through the window.
In that case, a prop wouldn't work. Better to use a hair grip. It's the ideal tool for an honest man who wants to get into his house without going in through the door.
You are wonderful, Lucy.
Goodbye, Doctor.
I'm not even going to answer that one. Oh, for God's sake. Right.
That's not right. Start again.
Oh, sorry.
That's not right. Start again.
Can't get that one to move, so that must go up more. There we go.
Good, we can pass. Here's the kitchen. There's enough room to feed a dozen people in here.
Yes, according to
Leave
the
the
newspaper,
she
the
alone.
judge's wife also feeds her pupils, in addition to teaching them.
There's something interesting here. An oarlock. This isn't the place for it.
An oarlock.
cooking oil.
So cooking oil and Orlock. Oh, we're back to school.
Classroom is magnificent. These children are very
King
lucky.
Gang, gooly 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 watcher. King Kangu. Right, so we're in the classroom. Jimmy, sit down at the back there. Turn your head the other way and keep that hat on. I bet you've heard that many times, Jimmy. My love, I'm leaving this note for you to find. As soon as you return home, I will likely not be here when you get back, for I have become involved in an extremely important affair. Ooh. And it is this which is the cause of my recent absence, seeing in the nature of the blah 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 with the Prime Minister. Without further delay, the security of the country itself is at stake. Blah 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 blah. Speaking of pupils, it would seem that one of them has taken 2 of my Orlocks. That's where they've gone. Blah 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 blah. Boat race champion, I should be grateful if you would do everything possible to find them. Blah 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 blah. And I know how difficult it is to break the bad habit. Blah 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 blah. Respect others, people's probably before teaching them to read. Okay, so the kids took the Orlock. Well, that's what they're trying to say. Okay, what else do we have? Let's have a look in here.
Can you hear that small metallic sound?
Please.
There is something inside there.
Now, a present from Lord Bangard to Miss Bucket as a keepsake of this blessed day of your marriage. What do I need to do? Oh!
There is some connection between cities and numbers on top of the box, but I lack the necessary information to obtain the solution.
So number 1. Delhi. So number 1. How?
I am missing some information. I am missing some information.
How do you get it to go up? So can I go in a straight line? It won't go up. We can't get it to go up. Yes, you said that so many times.
I am missing some information.
Okay. Ah, well, you can click them anyway. Okay. Constantinople. Oh, sorry, Casablanca. What am I reading? Madrid. Not good. I'm trying to work this out. So number 1.
I am missing some information.
Right, do I need to... I can't select anything else. So, Paris... I'm trying to work out how it's supposed to coincide with number 1. What, theoretically, if anybody is clever enough, is the first city on the map? Where was she taking the kids on holiday? She wouldn't be going to Berlin. Paris, right, okay. So if she was going to Paris...
I am missing some information. I am missing some information.
So that's not right. Bombay. Beijing.
I am missing some information.
And that's all I get. It doesn't help. Was there anything on that letter? Can't go back in that drawer. I'm just going to try and see if I can see something else, because there's got to be...
This is a photo of the judge and his wife.
Where were they?
This photograph was taken on Judge Beckett's wedding day.
Right, so let me just go back to this. Can't see in it. But the photo of the judge and his wife, and that was on their wedding day. Nothing else that I can see there. Kane's not showing anything. Right, so if we're back to this, I don't know. Oh, hang on. Right, that's better. Where are they? Are they in Bombay or somewhere? Does that look like Bombay or India? Would you say India, guys? I would say Bombay. And it's 6 o'clock. Pick up the cane. Strike Watson with it. Yeah, right. So we're all going for it's Bombay. Okay, right. We'll stick with that then. Right, okay. Ah. Oh, 6. That makes sense. And that is 10 o'clock. So that's London, which is 10. Make sense? Yeah, we'll go London, which is 10. Ha! We got there. Okay, so what do we do now? What now? Ah, we've not done. We've not done. We've not done. We have not finished. A ride on an elephant every now and then. So we've not done. Why have we not finished? Why have we not finished? Because we've got 10. Oh, so Bombay one's not right. I'm sure it was saying 6. Oh, hang on. What are we looking for here? Because that is 6 o'clock. Or would it be 12? I can't see if the dial's going down because my eyes aren't that good. So we'll go 12. No. So that one's not right, Bombay. I reckon it's Delhi then. No. It wouldn't be Addis Ababa. So that London's right. Oh, was it not? What was the other one, guys? Further afield. Right, okay, I know why. It is. It's either Bombay. We tried 12. No. 6. No. Delhi. No. What is wrong? What are we not doing here right? So we've got that one right. This one's not correct. Yeah, it says Bombay. The heat of Bombay. But I can't work the time out correctly there. That's what I'm going off, unless I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm going off that time. Which, it can only be 6 or 12 o'clock. Which is 6. Go 12. That's weird if we've got that one right. Hold on. See, that was right. So I don't know. Hold on. Have we done this? No, we haven't done it. What are we doing wrong, guys? Maybe more photos would make sense. Would make sense. Let's just have a look what Watson says.
Let's find the judge's office, Holmes.
Right, we've got to find the judge's office. So I think we may have done that and it's just been a bit glitchy. Oh, hang on. My dear daughter, by marriage, Lord Bucket, you have made a happy father. Blah, 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 blah. Blessed in justice, also honourable and incredible, blah, 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 blah. Reference to allow you to depend on India. So it's something to do with India. I regret my potential protectiveness, for I have come to admire your perseverance and, what's that one? Perseverance and your strong will. 10 blah 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 children that led you to voluntary work. It is depleted orphans you have listed in your stubborn old father. You would have never left England, and you would never have met Lord Bucket. I don't know what all that's about. That you are back in England, your husband set up a schoolroom for you in his house. I ask for the combination to be precise. Oh! So there's a safe somewhere with a combination to be personalised. You will easily remember it, your loving father.
This woman is admirable. As she was unable to have children of her own, she decided to care for hundreds of others.
God damn.
This screw is stuck. It is preventing the picture from turning.
The blackboard shows the last lesson given to the children, ancient Greek.
So don't expect me to read ancient Greek.
This screw is
Okay,
stuck.
so
It is preventing the picture from turning.
he's got one of two choices. Would he use the knife? Go around the other side? I don't think you can. No, you can't. The chair's in the way, and so is the globe. That's what that's there for. Now, I'm going to try and use the knife. Duke. There we go. Look, he's using the knife. No.
This screw is stuck. It is preventing the picture from turning.
So we either need to find a screw. Oh, hang on. I'm glitching the game. I'm trying to see behind the board myself a lot. Look at that. Look at that. I'm just trying to see myself. So somehow... Oh, for God's sake. The task. Find a logical sequence in Roman numerals. Use all of the available shifts. Oh my God. Or should I say shafts? None of the numbers should be greater than 10. Each sum be larger than the previous one. You can use number X only once. Oh my God. I want to skip it. I know. I want to skip it already. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I think we've got a block. We've got to block something. Looks pretty straightforward here. Also, you can only use X once, all in Roman numerals. Right, let's work this one out. You've got X here, so you've got to get, so that's 3. You can't. So X would go here anyway. One, two. No. No, 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 Duke, no. So, how I'm reading it, we've got to fill all these. It cannot be greater than 10. That's... What is the X on this, though? I can't move that at all. Guys, I can't... Because X, I think X, in Roman numerals, X is already 10. If you put a 1, is it a 1 before? Hang on, I've got to work this one out. If you put a 1 after the X, it then becomes a 9, don't it? Because it's taken away. It's taken away. I've seen your comment. But what I'm trying to work out is, the way you've done that... Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying. So X would go in this one. Let me just straighten these up. See, it won't let me. Is that going to be classed as X? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And the other one would be 11. So, but you can't use 11. You can't use 11 You can't flip it anymore. Look. You can't flip it anymore. You get what I mean? So that's the X. Let's take these out. So we've got 10 here. So you would go... Oh, will it just stop flipping? Will it just stop flipping? So that would be 9. Oh, you can only use X once, it says. It says you can only use X once, look. You can only use X once. So we've done X in that one, so we can't use it again. So we would then go... that would be V. So that would be 5. Unless we do it over here. And then put... Yeah, because you can only get 1 in there. So you would then go... Will you stop flipping? I've got to use all of them. I might be able to get another one in here, which I'm not. And then here you've got 1, 2, 3. So that's a plus. You only put... Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to use all of them. And I think this is saying that you've either got to put 2 in here. Well, you can't get 4 in there. So unless you move this across here. 1, 2. That's 4. Okay. So you've got to get 2 in here. I'm looking at these symbols at the top. You've either got to get 3 in here, which we've done. That says 2. That's not right. I can skip anyway, but that's not right. Just have a look at that one. Using all the available shafts, none of the numbers should be greater than 10. Each sum must be larger than the previous one. So what you've got to do then is, yeah, we've got to go up. So this is number 1, 2, 3 and 4. So whatever you put in this one, that's got to be higher and so and so. So if that's 9, that can't be. If we leave that as 10, we've got to make that one lower. If we do it the lower rate, we might stand a better chance. So that's got to be lower. X is 10. We know that, don't we? So that's... Ah, hold on. Let's try this one. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I go there, that would be... So that would be 9. That makes sense, or is that wrong? Would that be 9? Because that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can only put... So you would go here. It's got to be lower. I don't think it matters what number so long as it's lower, because they are greater than, aren't they? So you got 6. You can only... It didn't say you can't use V twice. You can only use X once. Task is to find logical root of numbers. Use all the available shafts. None of the numbers should be greater than 10, which we know. Each sum must be larger than the previous one. You can use number X only once. Okay, which we have done. We've used it once. I think they are plus and minus signs. Oh, right. Okay, I get it. I get you now. I get you. So this would be minus. So that would make that one, theoretically, would make it 2, wouldn't it? No, it would make that 3. If that's supposed to be 6, it would make that 3, because they'd be taking 3 away. That's plus. So let's get rid of these. Okay. Oh, I think I get it. I think I'm getting it now. So plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you did that, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Start from the top. It doesn't matter really where you start from, however you look at it, because even if you use X here, yeah, you're on about here, top left. I don't like the way that's supposed to be shown in X. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. Can you put a grey? No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't do anything around the grey. Nothing. And like what we're saying, you've got 6, you've got 9 here. Now it says it has to be greater. That's why I wanted to start low here. Because really you would say last 4 bars. Okay, just reset. Right, so you're saying no, it can only be 3. The last one can only be 3. Or every time you touch him, it just... See, that would only give you 6. That's the problem. That would only be 6. That's minus. So that has to be lower than 6. So I think you would use the X. So you would either go... You would either do something like X minus 3. Which would be 6. Oh, hang on. 7. That would be 7. You can't make X there either. I can't make X. I can make a V, but I can't make an X. I can't make an X here. Can't make an X there. because x is 10. So if I can do an x here, I've got to minus it. We've got 6. So it will be x minus the 3 would give you 7. So that would give you 7 here. So you'll give 5 minus 3. But that's only going to give you 2 there. I think it's got to be the largest number here, minus. Because if you think about it now, if you've got, right, you'd have 2 here. Now that one's going to be higher than that one no matter what I do, because that's a plus. You're not supposed to fill in all the small boxes. Whatever I put, if I put 1 in here, I've got 4. So here, if I go, I wish it would stay straight. If I go 2, you've got 5. I don't know if you're supposed to fill all these in, I don't know that. So you would probably go, what have we got here? 4, 5. We need to make 6 here, I think. I think we need to make 6 here. I'm still at the understanding that x needs to be in here because it's a minus. Because whatever's here is going to take away from the largest number. I think that might be right. But I still believe you've got to put your highest number in here to take away. If we're going to do it. And just make it lower than that one. Oh, hold on a second. And it says none of the numbers should be greater than 10. Right. So we're fine, but we can't go any higher than that. So we need, I'm still under the understanding, x. So we could go x plus 1 minus the 3. So that's 6, that's 3. But then it's level with that one. Got 6. So you've got 4, 5. You've got 4, 4, 5. Five, 6. No, you can't. I still believe that the 10 would go in there and you'd take away from here. I'm assuming that anything this side will be a minus. Right, so there's your x. So that's 10. Good evening, DevX, my man, how are you? Get your brain on, Dev, come on. Get your brain working, sir. So you've got 10 minus the 2 is 8. So we've got to make this one greater. And we can only use X once. And we can't exceed 10. Done work for a favour, got off earlier. Well, that's nice. But you can't exceed 10 on anyone. So that's 10. If you put this... Where did we work out if you put it? If you put it here, it adds, it's more. So that will be 9. First box maybe 5. And the second box could be 2. Okay. Okay, so we've got 5. You can't have 2. You can't. Because if that's a plus, it's adding these on. So you'd have to put another one in there. Then a V. Okay. Okay. So would that be 8? I've got a... Hold on a second. Here we go. That... I need to see that chart that you did, you know, Ollie, because that was helping me a little bit, that was. So that's 4, 5. I've even got Jimmy roped in with this one. Look at this, guys. We are working. I say the top left is 1 to right. Thank you, Ollie. Top right is 5 and 1 plus 3. Somewhere we've got to use the X and it's got to be on the minus. Oh, okay, okay. You want this? I'll turn this off so you can see. Just so you can see the puzzle fully. Because we've got 3 here, we've got a plus. So we've got that there. We need to get rid of, to be honest, we just need to work out whether we put... Because if you put an X in here, that's going to give you 7. Because it's taking the 3 away. Okay? That's how I'm reading it. So I would have gone, theoretically, the highest number and worked my way backwards. That's how I would have done it. Because once you've got your highest number, you're just working back, aren't you? And you've used the X only once. Because 10 minus 3 gives you 7. We probably could have done 6 here by making a higher number and then getting it off. I think Jimmy's suggestion is good. Right, so what was Jimmy's suggestion? So you're saying top left is 1. Okay, then you went top right is okay, and then he went the bottom is oh, 4, sorry. Now we've got to use all these 4. Do you get what I mean now? And we can't use them. can do that. So we're 1, because that is going to work out to be 6. That's minusing 2. That would then go there. And that's not right. Doesn't say you have to use the X, does it? Yeah, well, it doesn't, but it says you can only use number X only once. So I would assume you'd have to use it, and the only way you could use the X, because it's 10, is to minus from it. You get what I mean now? If you're minused from it. Which would be this one. So let's just recap what we've got. Let's look at what we've got. So here we have got 5. Okay, so we've got 5. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7 there. Do you understand now? We've got 7 there. Now if we took that away and we went here, we would have 8. So long as it's higher, we're fine. We would have 8. And I think that if we do get it right, I'm thinking that this so-called orange circle around it would change to the correct shading. You can make 8 bottom left. Okay. So you can make 8 bottom left. Oh, you can't. Sorry, you can't make 8 bottom left. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. If you put your X, will this please stay straight? If that's 10, and you take that away, you've got 8. Do you get what I mean now? So you've got 8 here. So if you went... So you've got 8. So then, if we did... the Roman numerals are in front adds. So if you then went... No, I don't want to do that. Oh, come on, 50, right. So you've got 5, 6, 7, 8 again. So you've got 8 there. And then you've got 8 here. 6. Five, 6, 7, 8. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. You've got 10, 2. I think the answer off top should be the number used bottom left before the minus. We've been on this for a while. I think the answer of the top right should be the number used bottom left. Put last one in box 3. No. Can't do that. No. Because that would make that 9, wouldn't it? Which would make it 8, which is what we've got here. No, we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be 8. That would be 5. That would be 6. Why is that not working? How you doing, Mr. C? So why is that not working? I just want to get these numbers right. So that's 6. Nine. 10 minus 2. You see, that's 8. Minus 7. That won't be higher. That's got to be higher. You see, that's right, because that's 6. That's 9. Okay, so that's 9. So you've got 9 here, minus your 3. So it's still lower than that one, which you can't do. You can't do that. They've got to be higher, look. Instructions again, guys. Instructions again. The task: find a logical sequence in Roman numerals using all the available shafts. None of the numbers should be greater than 10, which is that symbol there, which is 10. Each sum must be larger than the previous one. So if we have 6 here, that has to be larger. It's got to be larger. So you still could make that. You still could make that 5. Which is going to give you 8. And you've got 6, so it's larger. Then here you've got 9. Because the 1 is before it, so that makes that 9. No, 3 and 3 is 6. I did say 6 there. That's a 5. Plus the 3 is 8. Okay. Then you've got the X, which is a 10 with the 1 there. That makes that, I'm sure it makes that 9, unless I'm getting it wrong. I'm sure it makes it 9, because if you put the 1 there, it makes 11. So, if you then look at that as 9, take the 3 away, you're going to have 6. So you've already got that here. Now, you can't make the number greater than 10, but you can only use the X once. Why 5, isn't it? Well, that's got a plus on it, Jimmy. Because I think you're counting those, aren't you? The V plus that. It's this one here. Oh, hang on a second. Right, 3 equals 3 is 6. Oh, you're losing me. You're losing me. I keep saying that's 6. That's the 5. Plus the 3 is 8. Stop confusing everybody. Yeah, but if I put that there, that makes that 6 now, don't it? Yeah. So that makes that 9. Put a damn 1 on the top right. Yeah, I've done it. So you've got 9. But what you've done then is if you take 3 away from that, you're making 7, which means that is higher than that one. Alright. I ain't got camera on. Oh, I'm taking it until we've done this puzzle. Lower left. So lower left, which is this one, is 1x, which is there. Okay? So that number then becomes 9 because you've put the 1 there. Minus 3. You understand now? I am right in believing that if you put, so that is 9 that you've just put in the chat because the 1 is before the x. If the 1's after the x, it then becomes 11. So if that's 9, yeah, minus the 3, you're going to get 6. Do you get what I'm saying now? Which is lower than that number when it has to be greater. So we're going to lose it here. That's what I'm trying to say. Mr. C, the task is to find a logical sequence in Roman numerals using all the shafts. None of the numbers should be greater than 10. Okay? Each sum must be larger than the previous one. So what that's saying to me is, if we've got 6 here, this has to be higher, larger. This one has to be larger than that one. This one has to be larger than that one, and we've done. Simple as that. So with Jimmy saying to put an X here, which in Roman numerals is 10, how about just put 1 in the top, which is what I was thinking as well. Because you've just got to use them all, but make sure. So what we've got here now is 4. Okay, we've got 4. So if you did this, I know we're going back again, and then I'm going to get fed up and come off it myself. So if you did that, okay, you've got 4, you've got 5, okay. But because I'm reading it, because of the X, right, you would only use your highest number on your minus. Yeah, so we're getting there. You would only use your highest number on the minus to take away from it to bring it in line with the rest. That's how I'm thinking about this. So if you can use X only once, you would obviously use it on your minus. So you could take that away. Use your X, which is now giving you 7. So you're going, but we can't. Do we have to use the X? This is what we're getting confused about. We might not even have to use the X, which would be a good thing. But I believe you've got to use the X. I do believe that. So we've got 7 here. Now we need to make this one higher, and we can only use 3. So the best we can do is 6. Or we could go... Oh, please. But we haven't used them all. We've got to use them all. Whatever happens, we have got to use all of them. Doesn't matter what number we make, as long as the next one is higher than the previous. So, 1 there. I still believe the X is right there for some reason. And I don't want to skip it, because I'd rather it tell you what the puzzle is. So we've got 9 here. We've got 10 minus the 3 gives us 7. Aren't the grey things numbers? No, these are just pluses and minus, I would assume. They are 1, 2, so they got 3 in each. Yeah, but they're just minuses and pluses. Ollie's got an idea. 50, stop for a second. I have stopped. I have stopped for a second. So, what have you put there? That's foreign. That friggin' grey stick. No. You can't do that though. You can't do that, Mr. C. You can't do that. Oh, right. I get what you've said there. I get it. I get it. I get what you've done there. I get what you've done there. And you're saying put V here. You're saying something like that. See, I can't... I think you've got to fill all these. You messed the bottom part now. Yeah, because I was trying to work off what Mr. C said there with x1 minus v equals 6. Because you go in 11 minus 5. So that gives you 6. But you've got 6 here anyway. You've still got 6 there. So let's go back. Remove. Jimmy, calm down. Just take your time. You don't think straight when you're having a seizure. Remove the 1 from the X. So remove the 1 from the X. Okay, so that's right. So you got 5, 6, 7. We need to put this. Oh, hang on. No. No. We've only got one we need to deal with. 5, 6, 7, 8. So really, we've got 5, we've got 6, we've got 7, and we've got 8. So where do we put this one? So long as it's greater, I thought it would have gone there. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, because you've got 5, which is higher than 6, which is higher than 7. Oh, hang on, take that out, which is higher than 7. Oh, hang on a minute, hold on. That's 7. That would be 8. 5, 6. That's 9. So I don't get it. I'm lost here. What do you reckon, guys? Should we skip it or do you want to continue? I don't think it has to be in number order, Mr. C. I don't think it has to be in number order. Well, it says sequence, a logical sequence. So if it's a logical sequence, at the moment, okay. A logical sequence, so it has to run. I'm going to play around at the moment, guys, and you're going to probably get annoyed with me. So 6. Five. Does it go up in 2s? Does it go up in 2s? Because we've got 6. If we can make 7, I think it goes up in a numbered sequence, and I think it might go up in 2s. You've got 6. Ah, right. And because it didn't show us, so I was right in what I was saying about put your largest number to take it away. Just to get a friggin'... Wow. How long did that take us, guys?
An oarlock.
And all that just for a friggin' oarlock. Wow. I know we... Look, guys, I have every faith in you. I knew we could have got there. I knew we could have done it. I knew we could have done it. And I wasn't going to give up. I was not going to give up.
Sweet papers fallen from a pupil's overall pocket.
I've got both oarlocks now, you're right.
This overall belongs to the young James.
Oh, the young James. Right, so we've got the sweet papers. Just checking everything before we leave the room. Here we go. Right, so now we're going to work
This
out...
plan is useless.
Why would you point at a useless plan?
A book about student organizations in the United States of America.
There's nothing on any of the desks that's out of place, is there? Although we've still got to find some sort of a... I think it's a deduction board. Guys, I found a deduction board. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The door handle has been removed.
So the kids can't get
The
in.
door handle has been removed.
Can we use the door
The
lock?
door handle has been removed.
No, we can't.
One of the Greek books is open, perhaps the subject of the last lesson.
It's a sweet box, probably for rewarding good pupils.
Everything points to someone who does not wish us to open this cabinet, which is a good enough reason for opening it. Well, the young James has stolen the handle to the sweet cupboard so that he can pilfer it whenever he likes. If we find his desk, we will find the handle.
That's Becca.
So we've looked. So find his desk. Okay, we'll do that now then, Jimmy. We'll do that now. Oh, hang on. That's not actually turned blue. Thank you very much, Mr. C.
The door handle has been removed.
I wanted to see if this... So that looks like a deduction board as well, but it's not giving me anything. And that still hasn't turned blue, and I don't think it will do until, like what Ollie's saying, we have found...
Please take note, Watson.
We are making headway. How do we know what this means?
Right, so we can't go out that way. I'm just checking everything in the corridor here. Will the little joker who has borrowed the sweet cupboard door handles please return them without delay? If the handle is back in its place before the end of the week, no one will be punished. If not, I will be obliged to place the whole class in detention. Can you always remember when things used to happen like that, guys? When one particular joker would have the whole class stay behind.
There are naughty children in every school.
And that is
from what I
enough.
can see.
Okay.
There is no point in visiting the upper floors. We know from the newspapers that this building is deserted, so there is no risk of anyone coming down and surprising us.
Thank you very much for that, Watson. So it can only be this door now, can't it?
This room is undoubtedly the judge's office. It is double locked.
It would be better not to
That's
force
parole
this door,
officer.
nor break a window. Judge Beckett could return at any moment.
You're right, but he surely must have left a spare. With somebody he trusts, of course.
So we've got to somehow... Right, okay, so yet again, we've got to try and find... Right. We can't get through that. Nothing at the windows. We've just spent half an hour trying to establish what that is. We can't get in that cupboard there now. There's a picture of some guy called Michael. We can't go through that door because there's nothing there. Oh, that's of no use.
It's a plan
Oh,
for the
okay.
classroom.
What?
Thanks to this plan, we will know which desk belongs to James.
It's important to make children feel responsible by giving them small tasks, ensure if possible to assign a task based on the physical and intellectual capacity of the child. The row leaders are represented by a flag. Others have a small image that corresponds to their task for partial lessons together. The children are grouped 4 to a table. Wow. Alice. Oh, okay. Right, so we've got to find out who... Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, hang on. Caring for plants. I didn't see that when I picked it up. Lewis had eyesight and surprise when he was an airship in the sky. These give us opportunities for lessons in the sky. Right, so Lloyd, raw leader, window row. Window row is over here. I can't place him there. Okay. Alison. Oh, sorry, Aaron. I suddenly groaned, so he put him at the back behind Fergus. Celia. I put Ophelia in the first row between my desk I've got to get this slot right, haven't I? Yeah, just here. That's her desk. It's this. I'll get this all placed first and then work out. Since arrival, Anastasia Orson seems captivated by her. So where's Anastasia, which is there? So she would go along here. I want to read that again because the board in this division is not disturbed, but I can't make my mind up. Puppy love is such a beautiful thing. Moreover, he has stopped chatting with his neighbour Bart. If you read it all the way through, it then kind of tells you Eddie likes to sit by the window, but he is a daydreamer and intent for him as his neighbour to exchange places. Eddie likes to sit by the window, but he's a daydreamer. If he likes to sit by the window, he can either go here or there or here. If he's a daydreamer, we'll drop him there for now. Rose and Louise adore books. So that might be wrong, just for now. They both adore books, so if I put not by the window, go there, and then put Rose. The problem I've got is this. You see, the place, the thing where you place them only comes up. There we go. So them two adore books. This is probably all going to be wrong to start with. Damien Young Damien is very smart. Saved from his wretched life. He's working in a textile factory. He lost the use of his right hand. He is now one of the brightest in the class. Always put him on the left side of the table to allow him to write comfortably with his left hand. Okay. So he's probably going to go near the window then, isn't he? Oh, come on, game. Right, there we go. So he's on the left-hand side anyway. Elmar is very calm and responsible. He should sit with Iris because he has a good influence on him. Where's he? Right, so he's not sat down yet. So if we drop him there, and then if we put Elmar next to him, we're practically there. Charles is still waiting for his glasses ordered for him because of that he needs to sit in the light and close to the board. So he would go here, put him right near the front. Okay. Little Jasper is often sick. To avoid disturbing the class, sit him close to the kitchen. The hell is the kitchen? How can I tell where everything is from here? Where the hell is the kitchen? Come on, guys. Where's the kitchen? Oh, okay. Right. So, their windows. That must be a door. So let's do that. Let's do this with him. And drop her there. Mark is such a good boy. He can sit anywhere. Great. That's what I like. Blackboard cleaner. Okay. Simon and James come from the same village. I put them together. Simon on the left. Where the hell is James? Right, okay, so if I go there and put Simon... Oh, hang on, did it say Simon on the left? I will put Simon here then. Right, okay, so Simon's to the left of James. Taylor. Raw leader, kitchen line at Taylor, an empty place on his right. Only empty place on his right, so he can go there. Justin, raw leader, middle row. Oh, for God's sake. This is going to be hard again. What is the game doing to 50? Middle row. This is the middle row, so I'm just going to drop him here. No! There we go. So, Mark had to have an empty place. No, Mark is such a good boy. He can sit with anyone. Oh my God, this is going to be hard. Come on, guys. You've all gone quiet now. It gets difficult. I've noticed that. Okay. This is... It kind of is and it isn't if you read it right, but... Little Jasper is often sick. To avoid disturbing the class, sit him close to the kitchen. I would assume this is the kitchen door. So we can either... Young Damien is very smart. Saved from the wretch's life. He was working in a textile factory, so he lost his use of his left hand. He's now one of the brightest in the class. Always put him on the left, but remember the desk had items under the names. Yeah, that was only where they were interested in certain things, but allow him to write comfortably with his left hand. Always put him on the left. So I'm going to move him around with Rosie. Put Rosie back there for now. Jasper is often sick to avoid disturbing the class. Sit him near the kitchen, that's right. It says Simon and James, right? And it says from the same village, put them together, but Simon on the left, which is right. It doesn't say where to put them. Taylor is a raw leader, kitchen line, so he can go here. But he has to have an empty place to his right. So I would switch them two. Right. Because Jasper's always sick, kitchen door. Taylor, kitchen line, which is, that would be the kitchen line, I think. Taylor's on the kitchen line. Simon needs to be on the left of James. Mark is such a good boy, he can sit anywhere. So if somebody's good, you can sit him anywhere, but you've got to have an empty space next to James. I'm sure that's what it said. Right, okay, it didn't. So Charles is still waiting for his glasses. In order for him, that have been ordered for him, because of that, he needs to sit in the light and close to the board. I changed his and his neighbour Eddie's place. What? I changed him and his neighbour Eddie's place, but Eddie's here. Eddie likes to sit by the window Oh, how you doing, sir? Eddie, look. So Eddie likes to sit by the window, but he is a daydreamer. I intend for him and his neighbour to exchange places. So he likes to sit by the window, so we'll move. Oh, come on, game. We'll move Bart by the window. I'm fine. I am absolutely fine, sir. I am just struggling through these puzzles. Okay, so we'll have to go through them again one by one. The blackboard cleaner. So Eddie needs to either first or second row. I think so. Because Louise, I know that Louise has a good eyesight. Oh, Louise has good eyesight. Louis. He's surprised me when he saw an airship in the sky. This gave us opportunity for a lesson about the conquest of the skies. So if he's got good eyesight, you'd sit him at the back. You would sit him at the back. Oh, this is going to take friggin' forever, guys. You would sit him at the back because he's got good eyesight, so it don't matter where he sits. Lloyd, row leader, window row. But what would you class as a window row? This one here, so he's in the right row. Ah, caring for plants. There you go, look. Make sense? So caring for plants, we put him or her there. So we know that's in the right place. And then you have to read everybody. You have to read everybody off it now. Blackboard cleaner would sit by the front. Charles is still waiting for his glasses, so he needs to sit by the board because he can't see. Justin, it says middle row Justin. Now this is all the middle row. So I don't know if he has to be in a special place. Anastasia. Pretty sure there is a cooking pot on the desk too. Okay, so Anastasia. Very pretty and doll-like. Very well educated. She should have a very happy life. To help her... Wow. To help her to integrate, she sits on the left of Ophelia. 1 second, guys. Bloody hell. Bear with me. Who is gentle and patient. So where is Ophelia? Right, she's here. But it says put Ophelia in the front row. Between my desk and the board. So between my desk and the board would be like here, wouldn't it? But Mark's there. Mark is such a good, he can sit anywhere. Right, okay. Let's swap them two. So we swap them two. And then we need to put her. Anastasia. Was it Anastasia? Yeah. Anastasia, very pretty doll. Likes very blah 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 blah. Helps integrate. To the left of Ophelia. To the left of her. So that means she would go here and she would go there. That would make more sense now, wouldn't it? Because she's to the left of her now. So that's right, that's right. Do you know if it comes out that they all have to be blue and in blue and you get red and you get blue and you get red? I'd be so annoyed. So we know Charles is right. We know that... so that front row, I'm going to say the front row is spot on. That's what I'm going to say. Right, Taylor. Needs to be near the kitchen. I would assume that's the kitchen, although it doesn't say it's the kitchen. Simon has to have James to the left of him, which he's got. So whoever the cleaning one is that likes to clean up has to go here. Justin. Raw leader, middle row, Justin. Tyler. Caring for plants, which is right. So that's where the plants are. Wonderful. So they all seem correct. Young Damien. Very smart, saved from blah 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 blah. He worked in a textile factory. He lost the use of his right hand, so he is now sitting. Always put him on the left side of the table to allow him to write comfortable. So he is on the left side. Okay, who have we got now? Pierce is one of the children who takes a little time to accept the rules. But he is a nice boy. I don't want to read all this. I just want to find out what their attributes are. Like him very much, put a stop to any problems by putting him near my desk behind Anastasia. What? I can't. You see, that's what I can't do. Mini-meep. Wait, why is some names red and some names blue? So some names it should be in the red. Some in the... I get that. That's what I'm getting. Now it's telling me that he needs to sit behind Anastasia, who is here. And I've got James that has to sit to... and have Simon... Simon has to have James on the left, so Taylor could be in the wrong place. Oh my god. Wow, this one is going to be a task and a half. So all the blue names that should be in the blue square. I think that's what it's saying. So that would make it too easy though as well. But you're right. You're making sense. But then why does it... So he needs to be... Right, okay. Let's just get this right here. I'm going to just do this just to mess the game up. And then I'm going to start again. And we're going to start again. I don't think that's right though. I think that that is just to throw you off personally. That's what I believe. I think it's just to throw you off. That's what I think. That is to throw you off. That's what I believe. It just throws you off, that does. Right, so they're right. So they are inseparable. But if you look at the names, look at what the names are. So that he can go there. Oh no, hold on a sec. Caring for plants. There. So I need to move there. Eddie likes to sit by the window. So Eddie likes to sit by the window. There. Bart is very stupid. I appointed him to care for storage of young group books. So where are the books? Somebody's sitting on some books. Would it be that one? There we go. Now do you understand what I mean about the colours? Because it says here that Bart is very studious or studious. I appointed him to care for storage of my youngest group's books, which means he would go there. So I still believe, I believe that this red and it's just to throw you off. I'm sure it is. Because Simon and James are supposed to sit together. Put them together to the left. But if you get Simon and put Simon here, then if you look for James, which is there, he would go there. So Simon and James. But James has to be on the left. So they would have to swap round. Okay? So that would be right. Damien, young Damien, very smart, blah, 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 blah. Always puts him on the left side of the table to allow him to write comfortable. But Bart needs to be on the books. Do you get what I mean now? So this is where I'm getting confused. Bart needs to be on the books. James can go there. Put that there just for now. Do you get what I mean? So if you put Bart on the books, he's blue. That's the difference. That is the difference. Lloyd. No. There, look, Louisa and Rose. Okay, so that's answered that question for you, Jimmy. Whew. Do you get what I mean now? So Elmer is very calm and responsible. He should sit with Pierce because he has a good influence on him. Okay? But Pierce is here. And I don't understand what that symbol's about. There. Okay. Osin, right. You see, since the arrival of Anastasia, Orson seems captivated by her. I ought to make him change places because when he looks at the board, how about... I don't know if that's how it works though, Jimmy. I'm trying to work out. Tell you what I need to do because I've been sat here for bloody how long now? For nearly 3 hours. I need to go to the ladies. I need to go to the ladies, so I'll be back in 1 second, guys. Okay, so have we solved it, guys? Have we solved the puzzle now? Have we solved it? This doesn't help. So it says, I'm just trying to see if this is going to help us out. It's important to make children feel responsible by giving them small tasks, ensure if possible to assign a task based on the physical and intellectual capacity. So, of the children's row leaders, represented by a flag, others have a small image that corresponds to their task. So, I think can I restart this? If I reset it, I think what we need to do to make it a little bit easier for us is work out putting the leaders have a flag. And the other ones have like cleaner or whatever, or we've got looking after the books. It would be nice if it told you what these were, because that would make it easier. I think we need to do them first. I want to get this done before I go off. Because that would help. Who was the one that was caring? I gave up on the names and looked up. No, don't go doing that, Ollie. Don't go doing that. Don't go doing that, because that is a defeatist. Charles Wiggles, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to... All I need to work out is... Little Jasper, often to avoid disturbing the classes, he's by the kitchen. No, I want the ones that have got symbols. Mark is such a good boy, he can sit anywhere. So, don't matter where we put him. Right, cleaning, okay? So, if he's the blackboard cleaner, would he not go by that brush? There. He's the blackboard cleaner. So I'm going to try and put him there. Louise, access to all books. So it says, let's just go through it slowly, guys. Rose and Louisa adore books. Now there's books there, okay? And are writing a novel together in secret. I let them sit together to encourage this beautiful little secret. Louise will be in charge of the other children's books. That way she will have access to there. So Louisa will be in charge of the books. So if we go here and here, them two are sitting together. Make sense? Yeah? So we'll do that. Bart is very studious. I appointed him to care for storage of the youngest group's books. You see what I mean now? That's what I don't understand at the moment. Because we've got this here, which it doesn't tell me what it is. It doesn't tell me, but we've got books here. Okay, let's just go through it. Eddie. Yeah, the chat. So, but then I'm thinking about this blue and red situation. I'm thinking about the blue and red situation, and at the moment, they're all sat in the right places. And it says here... Do you know what? Stop it. So it says here that... Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Because Simon and James come from the same village. I put them together. Simon on James's left. Justin. Right. Row leader. Middle row Justin. Row leader. Middle row Justin. So you would put him anywhere. Louise. Louise has good eyesight. Lewis, God 50. He surprised me when he saw an airship in the sky. This gave him the opportunity for a lesson about conquest of the sky. So there's no planes anywhere, so we'll leave that one. Caring for plants. Okay, so caring for plants would go there. Okay? Okay, right. Aaron has suddenly grown, so I put him at the back behind Fergus, who is as tall as him. So they're on the back row anyway, so we'll leave that for now. Lloyd. Row leader, window, row. So if he's a leader, he would go on the flag. And this is the window row. I'll put him there. Okay? Rumour is Lewis. Right. Same with Justin. Was Justin a leader? Ah, row leader. But it says middle row. Row leader, middle row, Justin. Do you get what I mean now? But it says middle row. Now, if he's down here, he's not on the middle row, is he? Could he be here, middle row? That would be middle row. I'll try that one. But he has to have, right. Yeah, yellow flag. Bart. Eddie. Mr. Eddie Stobart. Right, so Eddie likes to sit by the window, but he's a daydreamer. I intended for him and his neighbour to exchange, so we'll leave that one because that's a difficult one. Elmer is very calm and responsible. He should sit with Pierce because he has good influence on him. So we'll look at that one again. Damien. Very smart, saved from the wreckage of his textile factory and lost the use of his right hand. Okay, James. Simon and James need to sit together. I'm trying to just get these another leader. Lewis has good eyesight. Anastasia. I can't see another leader. Since arriving at Anastasia, right, them two are Ophelia. I'll put Ophelia on the right. I'll put Ophelia in the first row between my desk and the board. She has a very quiet voice and she would blush every time I ask her to repeat herself. So between her and the board is here. Okay? Desk and the board. So between is there. Ah. Chatting with his neighbour Bart. We haven't put Bart anywhere yet. Okay, so he goes behind. Right. This is one of those children who takes a little time to accept the rules, but he's a nice boy, and I like him very much. But so to put a stop to any problems by putting him near my desk behind Anastasia and next to little Elmer, who is very mature for his age. Okay, so we put Pierce near my desk behind Anastasia. We haven't, so we need to find Anna. Yeah, that's it, makes sense. Right, Anastasia, very pretty and doll-like, very well educated. She should have a very happy life To help her integrate, she sits on the left of Ophelia. Ah. There. And then we need to go and find, it's remembering all these names. Elmer. Do you know what? It's trying to find them all. We're looking for the person that's sitting behind Anastasia. There we go. Right, behind Anastasia. But that's where the book is. There. And we put... who sits behind Anastasia and next to Elmer, who is very... so next to, right or left? So move Ophelia and Anastasia on the right. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like that now. Right, okay. So we've got Taylor, row leader. An empty place on the right. There we go. That's right. You've put not that. Simon. Simon and James come from the same village. I put them together. Simon on the left. Sorry, Simon. I already had it that way. I already had it that way. Ophelia is on the right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I already had it. That's how it was. But I didn't want to put him there, because he needs to sit behind Anastasia. Oh, gosh. Oh, you mean right to the right, near the window? But I don't want to put him behind Anastasia on this book unless I find... Do you know what? I don't understand then. I don't get it. Because I put her there, you say move her to the right. There. I can't move him anymore. Or you're saying there. Right. There, that's what you mean. Right, that. You mean that, don't you? Right, okay. God, it's getting frustrating, guys. Oh, the puzzles are getting harder. So where is Simon? Simon and James come from the same village. I put them together. Simon on James's left. So you've just put them together. Simon on James's left. Right, we're going to go for another one. We'll leave them for last. Charles is still waiting for the glasses I ordered for him. Because of these, he needs to sit in the light and close to the board. I changed his and his neighbour Eddie's place. Why say that? So we need to find out. Oh God, you know what? That confuses me. Mark is such a good boy, he can sit anywhere. You know what? Honestly, Jimmy, you're coming out with some stuff that I'm just totally ignoring. Right. So Mark can sit anywhere. I'm going to put Mark here for now. I still want to know who I'm going to put on this here. I can't seem to find. Right, since arrival of Anastasia. Orson. Yeah, Orson. Seems captivated by her. I ought to make him change places. Because when he looks at the board, she is in his field of vision and it disturbs him. But I can't make up my mind Puppy love is such a beautiful thing. Moreover, he has stopped chatting with his neighbour Bart. But we haven't sat Bart anywhere yet. So let's find out where Bart's got to sit. Bart. Bart is very serious. I appointed him to care for the storage of the youngest group of books. Now, would you say that's the youngest group of books? So, now... Was it Eddie? No, I think it was Arson, wasn't it? I can't remember these names! Mr. T, Bart sits next to Homer. I wish somebody... Mr. T, hello. The puzzle is difficult enough without comments. How are you anyway, by the way? I think my mods have cleared off apart from Ollie. I think it's racked all their brains. So... Find Arson. That's his name. Arson. There we go. Right, okay, so... Bart is cute. I'm trying to work... I'm thinking in my head now, can I save it on this? So, Bart... Since the arrival of Anastasia, Arson seems captivated by her. I ought to make him change places because when he looks at the board, she's in his field of vision and it disturbs him. But I can't make my mind... I can't make up my mind. Puppy love is such a beautiful thing. Moreover, he has stopped chatting with his neighbour, Bart. Oh! Right. When did the game start giving us ticks? When the hell did the game start giving us a tick? Because that would have been nice. Right, guys. We don't move them. They're spot on. So we get a teacher's tick when we've got it right. That's going to help us. When you get it right. Oh dear. So. Simon. Simon and James come from the same village. I put them together. Simon on the left of James. One of them has to sit at the front. Right, so James must be already on the board. Right, James is here. Do you know something as well? You're right what you're saying here, so it would go here. Right, this is going to change that. Oh, this is Sherlock Holmes, by the way, Mr. T. This is just one of the puzzles. James, third row from the right. Oh, I get it, I get it, I get you, I get you, I get you. I get you. Third row from the right. That will be here. That will be here behind. And then put. And then put Simon here. Okay. I think it goes in. It must go in that order then, the squares. So. Jasper. Little Jasper is often sick. To avoid disturbing the class, sit him close to the kitchen, which is going to be here. Are we taking that's the kitchen door? Charles is still waiting for his glasses in order for that we order for him. Blah 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 blah. Close to the board. So you would go here. Eddie likes to sit by the window as he's a daydreamer. I intend for him and his neighbour to exchange, but they haven't. So we're going to go there. That makes sense? Or am I overstepping the mark? Damien. Young Damien is very smart. They from the wretched life. He was working in a textile factory and had lost the use of his right hand. He has now one of the brightest in the class. Always put him on the left side of the table to allow him to write comfortable. So when you say the left side, is it by the window or is it this side? I'll leave him there for now. Elmer is very calm, responsible. He should sit with Pierce because he is a good influence on him. So Mark's in the wrong place. Or he can sit anywhere. Mark can sit anywhere. Ah, right. Woo! Okay. We're going to do this, guys. We're going to do this. We are going to do this. So we've got that lot right. So it's these two, Jasper and that lot. Little Jasper is often sick. To avoid disturbing the class, sit him close to the kitchen. So close to the kitchen. Alicia and Tabitha are adorable sisters. I can't bring myself to separate them. Where is Tabitha? The hell is Tabitha? So, okay, Jasper's in the wrong place. Where is Tabitha? Tabitha's here. No, she's not. Switch Mark. Woo! Oh God, I'm getting all excited now, guys. Fish is getting all excited. Whew! Somebody cool me down. Cool me down. Oh my God, somebody cool me down. Okay, so. Oh, 50's getting very excited. Oh, I'm working it out that to move them around. So we've got the front row sorted. Children, you can leave. You at the back, you're on detention. Lewis has a good eyesight. He surprised me when he saw an airship in the sky. This gives us opportunity for a lesson. So we... Oh, Alison. Oh gosh, I need to burp. Aaron has suddenly grown, so I put him at the back behind Fergus, who is still... Right, where is... Oh my God. Taylor needs to go... Hang on a minute. Taylor's not a leader. Who are we missing? Somebody's missing. Hold on a second. Have I missed somebody? You are joking. Right, so Taylor can only go there. No, but Taylor's supposed to be a leader. Who's not got a tick? Ooh, Who has not got a tick? Row leader, kitchen line, Taylor, an empty place on the right. That's correct. Empty place on the right. Click. Oh God. Is that it? Oh, please.
All right, let's open James's desk.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you know what, guys? I am not going to open James's desk. I am going to try and save the game. And if it crashes and we have to do this again, oh my God. Oh, you're okay. All right. I needed to do that though, didn't I? I needed to do that and the game crashed at the last minute. That's good. I know you guys are going to go absolutely crazy. I know. If we have to do that all again, guess what? It's easy. It's easy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're telling me there was not... Oh, hang on a second. Hold on. Hold on.
Listen.
Hold on. Hold on. You are joking. You are absolutely joking. So you're telling me that there was no auto save through the whole of that part? Right, anyway, guys. I can't.
No reply.
I can't.
House seems empty.
I can't.
Shall we wait, Holmes?
No, we shall enter discreetly. The judge's absence is a blessing. It means that we can investigate.
It doesn't matter whether I
without
save it now, though, does it, Ollie? Because whatever's happened is we've got to do all that again. So what I'm going to do is I will do that off stream and get us back to where we were. I am not doing that again.
You're talking
Not a
like common
chance.
criminal.
Look at my eyes, the red raw. I'm tired. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry. That is absolutely crazy. I'm going to just get back to that part. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry. The game is so broken. I don't know. Well, let's try and save it again. Right. No, look. See? That's saved. Right. So if we do... I'm just going to do this.
This lock should be... I need it
Very well.
I'm just going to get us back to that room so that I can do that off stream. I'll get through that puzzle. I'll get through the puzzle again.
Doctor,
Oh, I'm
in that. Goodbye, Doctor.
Thank you. Doctor's done his thing. Less than a minute. He's a good guy, isn't he? He's our doctor. He's a good man. He's our doctor. I want to get us back to that era. I cannot believe that. Really cannot.
I need a supple pin, Watson. Can you find me one?
very well, Holmes.
That's not right. Start again.
Okay. We've done all this.
Good, we can pass. Here's the kitchen. There's enough room.
Yeah.
Honestly, the game.
Something in... An order. Cooking oil.
I think that was everything, wasn't it?
This classroom.
I'm just trying to race through all this, guys. I apologise. I'm so annoyed. It's just weird how the game can do this. It's still a broken game. It is quite an old game as well. But you can see the fun side of it. I think I've really enjoyed it this evening as well. Holmes, will you just look in the bloody drawer? Right, we've done that. I'm not going to do that again. We know about that. We know all about this one, sir. We know about the pictures.
This photo.
We know about this. Criminal breaking the entry. We know about that, and if I remember rightly, it was it 11? Photo, not that one.
Photo of the judge and his wife.
It's that one, which was 11.
Perfect.
Sorry, 10. Great. We know that it was Bombay, but it was. What did we say? Was it 12? What was it, guys? Can you remember? Let's go back to that photo. With this one, I think we got stuck on because I wasn't sure what it was saying.
To 6 p.m.
No, 6 p.m.
Interesting.
Okay, so 6 p.m., which it says 6 p.m. But it won't accept it. Look, it won't accept 6. That's weird on that one. Right, I think we didn't complete that anyway. Let's not bother. We needed to get that. We read through that.
This woman is at.
Maybe 18. Because it's. You're saying because it's.
Perfect.
Ah, well done. Foreign.
There
24
we
hour.
are. It is simplicity itself.
Oh, a key to the cupboard.
A key.
We didn't have the key. Wonderful. Thank you for that one. I'll find out anyone's using Google, they're in trouble. We know that that's locked.
This screw is stuck.
We know that.
The blackboard shows.
Oh my god. Please! Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. How long? How long did this take us? Pretty sure the game will crash. Oh my god. I'm going to do it and skip because we've done this. No, never again. We know that was X. 50 was very, very adamant that was X. That was V1. I think that was 2. Can you remember this, guys, or should I look back through the VOD? Somebody look back through a VOD! What was it? It was... oh, no. That was V. I can't remember. Where does it let me skip? When does it let me skip? I can't remember this one, guys. I can't remember it all. I know it was X minus V. It was something like this, wasn't it, guys, if I remember rightly? Sure it was. It won't let me skip just yet. Oh, this is annoying. This is so annoying. Right, we're going to leave that. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it.
The door handle has been removed. The door handle has been removed.
One of the Greek
I want to try and get it a bit.
Perhaps the subject of the last lesson.
It's a sweet...
Everything...
Can't believe that. We need to get the sweet wrappers here. James.
This overall.
Sweet wrappers.
Well.
Table.
Please take note.
We are making...
Okay.
There are naughty children in every school, from what I can see.
Okay, what I'm going to do is try and save it because this is the room. Right, okay. Weird the game is.
This room
Absolutely
undoubtedly
weird.
the judge's office. It is double locked.
It would be better not to force this.
Well, it kind of ran
or
better in
break
this
a window.
mode.
Judge Beckett could return at any moment.
You're right, but he surely must have left a spare with somebody he trusts, of course.
It would be better not to force this door, nor break a window. Judge Beckett could return at any moment.
You're right, but he surely must have left a spare with somebody he trusts, of course.
Okay, so I've got the key, but we're not going to go there yet because it's this.
It's a plan
Okay.
of the classroom.
Thanks to this plan, we will know which desk belongs to James.
Right, so find James. We know he's here. We know which one is James's. It's there. But we have to complete this anyway. But what I'm going to do is try and save it again, guys. So we save it at the desk. Right, wonderful. That's it, guys. I will complete that off stream and then I will come back on because I'll not be on it now until next Tuesday. I'm not going to sit here and go through this again. I have to get ready for work. Guys, it has been an absolute blast. It really has. I have to go. I have to go.
Plus gamers. The 50 plus gamers. The 50 plus gamers. The 50 plus gamers.
Right, guys. Okay. Ollie, you have been an absolute superstar. Mr. Devex and Mr. C. Fredrickson, thank you, guys. I want to thank you all very, very much. I apologise for the game running into disrepute, but it has been fun. I will not be back on this till next year. Oh, to be honest, guys, right, I am going away for a few days, so I may come back to this earlier than I expected just to finish all this. I'm going to do this off stream. I don't know when I'm going to get the time, to be honest, but yeah, I'm going away for a few days, Ollie, with the good lady. We need to get a break, just a little breakaway. We're taking the dogs just down to the coast in a caravan. Oh my god, which is, I'm looking forward to be honest. I really am looking forward to that, so I'm going to do that. I will try and stream tomorrow. Okay, what have I not done? I've got to work out what I've not actually done. Tomorrow is Wednesday and I'm at work, which is normally my day off. I've had to change it because of staffing. So I will look for... What have I not done that I normally do back on the schedule? I don't know if I'll do that Ancestor game or I may look to do something else. Because I did Stranded Deep yesterday and thoroughly enjoyed it, guys. But I'll do something. Don't worry. Be happy. It's all good. Guys, thank you very much. You have been watching the 50plusgamer. Have a wonderful evening. You ready? See ya.
The 50 plus gamers. 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 The 50 plus gamers.
should have got the banner. Oh shit. I think I found the goblins.
You ready?
The 50-plus gamer. 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 The 50-plus gamer.